Get ready for action, because Joel Embiid is making a bold move to rally the Philadelphia fanbase. He is demanding support for the 76ers as they face the New York Knicks in the upcoming series, and he is laying down the law about what he needs from the crowd to make this series unforgettable.
Never get caught with a dead phone again. This INIU portable charger is compact, travel-friendly, and gives you fast 45-watt charging with a built-in USB-C cable, so there's no need to carry extra cords. With 10,000 mAh power, it's perfect for busy days, trips, emergencies, or anytime your battery drops too low. Grab yours on Amazon through the link in the comments before your phone hits 1%.
Next up, we look at the intensity of the NBA action, as New York Knicks guard Josh Hart celebrates a crucial three-pointer in the final minute of a tough game against the Boston Celtics, showing the grit required to compete at this level. We dive into the emotional roller coaster of the playoffs, as Jayson Tatum reflects on the devastating injury that sidelined him during the crucial moments of the series, sharing his thoughts on what it meant to miss out on the final battle. Finally, we examine the organizational response as the Philadelphia 76ers implement new ticket sales restrictions following Joel Embiid's plea. And we look at the big picture as ShaqO'Neal offers a rare compliment to Embiid, setting the stage for what's next in the league. Philadelphia 76ers star Joel Embiid is urgently appealing to local fans to support the team during the upcoming NBA playoffs, specifically warning against the recurrence of issues seen during previous matchups against the New York Knicks. Embiid expressed a strong need for the home crowd's support, stating, "Last time we played the Knicks it felt like this was Madison Square Garden East. So we're going to need the support. Don't sell your tickets. This is bigger than you. We need you guys." The rivalry has a history, with Knicks fans previously swarming Philadelphia during a prior first-round series, prompting Embiid to plead with them to maintain support. The 76ers are implementing measures to protect local attendance, with a website policy restricting ticket sales for events at the Xfinity Mobile Arena to residents of the greater Philadelphia area, based on credit card billing address. However, concerns persist regarding potential ticket scalping. Knicks forward Josh Hart acknowledged the persistence of New York fans, noting that for some, ticket prices are driven by financial incentives. Hart pointed out that the relatively short travel distance between New York and Philadelphia, particularly by train, makes road tickets potentially more affordable. Embiid reiterated his plea, stating, "Knicks fans, they travel. There's going to be some people that need the money and probably going to sell tickets, but don't do it. We need you guys. We've got a pretty good chance. We're going to need our support. We're going to need them to be extremely loud, and if you need money, I got you." Embiid also voiced disappointment following a previous series where Knicks fans celebrated heavily during a victory, stressing that such behavior is unacceptable. The 76ers ownership has previously purchased and distributed over 2,000 tickets to community members when the Knicks returned for a game. The teams are now focused on the upcoming Eastern Conference semifinals matchup between the 76ers and Knicks on Monday at Madison Square Garden, with both sides keenly anticipating the atmosphere for subsequent games in Philadelphia. Jayson Tatum expressed profound disappointment following his absence from Game 7, lamenting that his injury arrived at the worst possible time. Tatum had suffered a rupture to his right Achilles tendon in early May during the second round of the 2025 playoffs, while the Celtics were engaged in a fierce rally to tie the series against the Knicks at 2-2. The injury, which sidelined him in the decisive Game 6 loss to the 76ers, ended the Celtics' 56-win season. Speaking after the game, Tatum conveyed his feelings, stating, "My recovery and comeback from the Achilles injury were going so well that how it ended, I didn't think it was going to end that way. It was just unfortunate." He emphasized the immense effort he had put into his rehabilitation, adding, "I worked really, 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 really hard to come back in the fashion that I did and play at the level I was playing at. So for it to end the way it did was a tough pill to swallow." Tatum detailed the decision-making process leading to his removal from the game. He noted that the decision was made after a thorough assessment by the staff, medical team, and trainer Nick Sang, adhering to established protocols. It was just with the staff and medical team and trainer Nick Sang. They just kind of assessed everything that was going on, Tatum explained. He acknowledged the difficulty of the situation, stating, "And it was tough, obviously, working as hard as I did to come back and to be available, and for it to come to a Game 7, not be able to be out there. I just keep saying this was unfortunate and it's tough to deal with, but it's a plan that we have to stick to." Tatum, who had returned from his Achilles injury in March, had quickly regained near all-star form, averaging 21.8 points, 10 rebounds, and 5.3 assists per game during the regular season. Beyond the personal setback, Tatum shared his appreciation for the team's performance. He remarked that watching the team excel was incredibly exciting and enjoyable. "Yeah, the team was super exciting and fun to watch this season," he acknowledged. He concluded by focusing on the collective effort, emphasizing that the outcome should not overshadow the growth within the locker room and the team's journey to becoming a top contender. "I don't think how it ended should take away from the growth of each guy in that locker room and the steps that they all made this season, and from what the expectations were of this team to being a 2 seed and everybody having an important role in showing their value and just doing it together. This team was a joy to watch, and it was a joy to be a part of when I was able to join them." Noi Dung Kai Tight. The Philadelphia 76ers are tightening restrictions on ticket sales following a direct appeal from star player Joel Embiid, aiming to foster a stronger home court atmosphere for upcoming playoff matchups. Following an improbable comeback from a 3-1 deficit against the Boston Celtics, the Sixers are now pivoting their focus toward a challenging rematch against the New York Knicks in the second round of the NBA playoffs. Embiid voiced concerns about fan support during their previous encounter with the Knicks, stating, "I have a message for our fans. Last time we played the Knicks, it felt like Philly was Madison Square Garden East. We're gonna need the support. Don't sell your tickets. This is bigger than you. If you need money, I got you." In response, the organization is implementing new measures to ensure fan engagement remains concentrated in Philadelphia. According to reports from The Athletic, the 76ers are limiting ticket sales for Games 3, 4, and 6 exclusively to residents within the Philadelphia area. All ticket orders placed by residents outside of Philadelphia will be canceled and refunded as the team seeks to maximize support from its local fan base. While the team demonstrated resilience by advancing past the Celtics, the challenge against the Knicks is significant. The Knicks enter the series with heightened confidence, having recently secured a dominant 51-point victory over the Atlanta Hawks on the road in Game 6 of their first-round series, and they benefit from a strong home court advantage. This strategic move by the 76ers signals an intent to build momentum at home, despite a slightly underwhelming 1-2 record in front of their fans against Boston. The focus now shifts to whether the Sixers can capitalize on this localized support to overcome the formidable challenge posed by the Knicks. Lakers legend ShaqO'Neal has offered a rare compliment to Joel Embiid, acknowledging his performance as a big man. This comes amidst a recurring dynamic between the two stars, as O'Neal has often been critical of Embiid's style of play, preferring him to operate more like a traditional interior center. Conversely, Embiid has established himself as a versatile big man, excelling in three-level scoring. The recent NBA playoff action highlighted Embiid's impact, particularly during his run with the Philadelphia 76ers. In a crucial series against the Boston Celtics, Embiid was instrumental, delivering a standout performance in Game 7 with 34 points, 12 rebounds, and 6 assists, leading the 76ers to a 109-100 victory. Embiid maintained a focus on his interior game, averaging 28 points per game, alongside 9 rebounds and 7 assists across the 4-game stretch. His return to the court, 17 days after surgery to lead the 7th-seeded team to a victory over the number 2 seed, garnered significant praise. The 76ers now look to carry this momentum into their next challenge against the New York Knicks.